Warning, this podcast contains spoilers. Hello everyone, and welcome to the As Seen on TV podcast for Sleepy Hollow, Season 4, Episode 5, Blood from a Stone. I'm your host, Clio, and with me I have Kim. Hello. I have actually mixed feelings about this episode, because I loved it, but like, there are, like, obvious flaws a little bit in the lore that I'm having trouble getting my head around.
I think, like, okay, so I sat and watched the whole episode. I'm like, okay, whatever. As soon as we realized what the stone was, I think the rest of the show just got thrown out the window. I immediately was like, oh, Full Metal Alchemist, and that was the end of it.
Yeah.
The rest of the show, I was like, okay, I'm done.
Well, I mean,
and then I just...
yes, we find out that the pieces that Travers have been collecting is the Philosopher's Stone, which it's very big.
Yeah, it is.
For the Philosopher's Stone. But the Philosopher's Stone is just something that it transmutes elements. So, like, an object made out of lead could be turned into the same object made out of gold. Right. So it's just like, you know, that's what it is in like...
Well, yeah, because apparently in this context, it makes you immortal, because it transmute, like, it...
He's like, it could transmute me into an immortal! I'm like, I'm not sure that's how that works.
I wouldn't think that's how that works either. But this whole, like, I think another reason why I think I threw the whole show out the window at that point was, not only did I think about the whole fact, this whole sacrificing thing, pretty much sacrificed his friend for what he wanted, and sacrificed his soul at the same time. So it's that same, like, with, well, you know, the full Metal Alchemist, is that lesson, you know, you don't gain anything without sacrificing something.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
Equivalent exchange.
Yeah.
Which it still doesn't seem like he's getting that much out of it. Like, he gets his company, but, like, he lost his friend, and he's gonna lose his soul.
Well, he didn't, like, at first he didn't care. Like, it was just, like, he'd gotten upset enough where it was kind of like he was a child. He was a big child about the whole thing.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I got all this stuff, and I'm smarter, it's on the brain or whatever, and you're taking all of it because you're the pretty face.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be a big baby about it because I'm not gonna get attention.
Yeah, and it was a little bit like, they were showing, oh, here's his backstory, here's the reasons, and I'm like, I don't care. Like, we're seeing a younger version of him, and, like, he's suffering or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't care.
This is a sad... I don't know, I felt bad for him a little bit, but it was a sad attempt to try to make you feel bad for the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like... I don't know, because all the flashbacks, I, like, didn't feel bad for him, and I'm like, you're not speaking up. You're not, you know, taking control of this thing that came from your brain. That's on you, buddy. But it's like, oh, wow, the smart, nerdy guy in the corner. Oh, feel bad.
He didn't have the guts to use being too shy about it.
Yeah.
But it's like, why didn't you say anything to I can't think of what's the guy's name?
Ansel.
But yeah, why didn't you say anything to him? Why didn't you speak up? Because I bet if you would have said something to your friend, he probably would have started, like, you know, branching out and been like, oh, hey, well, you know, yeah, I'm the face, but this is, you know, brain is behind everything.
Yeah. And I mean,
instead of, you know, sacrificing him to the devil.
And if like, Dreyfus did reach out and say, hey, maybe cut me in, and Ansel was like, no, fuck off, then, you know, that would have been a little bit more like, oh, okay, maybe I feel a little bad for this guy. But
yeah.
Not at all. I don't know. Still interesting. Good to find the backstory. I was wrong about Job being the literal devil. He is only a demon. I guess I was calling him, while I was watching this episode, I was calling him a crossroads demon because in Supernatural they're the ones that make the deals.
Well, I mean, it is kind of the same. Yeah, it is the same concept. He was just mediator between, the devil, which we have no idea who this is or what this is. Obviously, we know now that the hell is filled. There's a hell in this universe, and it's full of demons,
and they're assholes.
Yes, and they're assholes. And considering they're carving their names into a person's body, which is surprising that they would carve. I mean, in religion, their names become power.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in that sense, but why would you carve your name when you're trying to keep your name secret? Because then that person, if they have your name over you, they have power over you because they know your name. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, why would a demon carve their name into someone's body?
That's interesting. But it makes sense because, yes, now he can use the symbols as power for himself, but maybe, I guess they never expected him to escape. Maybe they thought he was secure enough, and that was an efficient way of torture. I don't know.
But still, I mean, he would gain their name at that point.
Yeah, and he was like, I escaped and learned how to use these symbols. I'm like, did you really, or did you happen to stumble upon what I don't know. A lot of what he was saying, I'm like, yeah, you did all that? You escaped from hell? How?
Yeah, that's how the hell did you escape from hell? Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. He escaped from hell.
I have a feeling he had help. And that's not the last
we're going to
see of that.
Yeah. Well, if someone didn't want him to get all the pieces of the Philosopher's Stone, and as what we believe is going to happen, him be able to become mortal and save his soul from, that means the devil would lose a soul. So at that point, I would think that power would then wanted to step in and be like, well, here, let me throw this curveball at you because who wants to kill you? Because I want your soul, and I don't want you to get all the Philosopher's Stone, so you don't get a soul.
I would love if that's the case. I really hope that that's true.
And all of a sudden, we have the devil coming around, poking fun and being a pain in the butt.
Oh, God. Oh, I want to see who the devil is. It's so great. But yeah, it's definitely hell. There's definitely demons, which means I think there's angels in our future.
Oh, there has to be. If you have to have one, you have to have the other.
Yeah, it's looking more and more likely.
And where would the concept of the witnesses come from? Where would them granting that power to them come from? It would have to be some source of good. Because if we're having something source of all evil, you have to have the balance of power. So I would believe that all of this would come from a source of good. Mm-hmm. Thus, angels. And if I could stop hitting this fork.
That's okay. It's a theme of tonight because Rachel kept hitting the spoon in her cup. Forks and spoons are the theme tonight. Anyway,
but yeah, we can't have one without the other. So, I mean, I'd like to see us have angels, and then obviously, eventually, the higher power there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm done.
So, the map that we see Job, his name is Job, the security guy. I didn't realize that. But the map that we see Job take in last episode is in fact a map of ley lines. And we've seen ley lines in this show before, right?
I believe so. I don't remember. It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Because I vaguely remember there being talk of ley lines in this show. Obviously, because weird magical stuff happens.
And surprise, surprise.
Wait, those were the portals. The portals were opening up on the ley lines where they converged, right. I think. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And obviously there's one in Sleepy Hollow. Big surprise.
Oh, yeah.
There are two in DC.
Yeah.
Yeah, the on the spot.
Lincoln Memorial.
The Lincoln Memorial and the sister's house. The witch's house.
The witch's house, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And my man Jake, I love you. She gotta pump the brakes. He's like asking Alex to be his wingman. He's like, I'm gonna come with you on a field mission I have no experience on. It's like, dude, I know you don't get that, but calm down.
I think it's cute, but
Yeah.
I definitely don't see that going anywhere.
Honestly, I do see it going somewhere. I just think he needs to not be such a bro about it.
You think she'll give in to him?
Yeah.
I guess it's possible. I don't know.
At first, because she got a little, not defensive, but like the way she reacted the first time he flirted with her, it was like, all right, I can see this going somewhere. But I don't know. I thought it was funny though, where Alex was just like, yeah, he told me to talk him.
Yeah.
He told me to talk him up to
it.
you.
Just smile at him.
Yeah, I mean, come on, man. It's girl code. It's whatever. That was really funny. Yeah, no, and then Jenny just turns and smiles, and he thinks it, like, worked. Listen, I'm getting, like, 100 lunches out of this deal.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll hook you up.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I'm liking the new team's dynamic. It's working real well for me.
I agree. I think it's definitely a fresh start. Like this whole season so far has been like well, I mean, that's what it is. It's a fresh start. Mm-hmm. Even though now we're going back to Sleepy Hollow, which we've been away from the whole. But mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to stay there. I think it's just going to be a blip for the episode or well, whatever.
Yeah, for however long it takes.
Yeah.
I assume they're going to find the piece. Because that's where the last piece of the Philosopher's Stone is, and that's where they're going next episode. So
we're only in what episode are we in? Aren't we?
This is episode 5. Next episode is episode 6, and I actually did not copy down the name. Homecoming is the name. It
feels like it's really early to finally get to a last piece of it.
It might be.
I don't know.
It might take a couple episodes to get it.
Maybe, and it might be there might be a lot more going on with this whole Philosopher's Stone thing.
Yeah, and I think honestly the we're meant to now think this end goal is the Philosopher's Stone, but I think that's just a blip on this whole plot's radar. You know, I feel like there's a bigger thing that Dreyfus can't see past because he's so focused on himself not losing his soul.
Well, I mean, it might go along with this whole his friend getting out of hell. So I'm waiting to see if we get more demons involved.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, okay, well, I don't want you to have this thing.
Yeah, just a bunch of demons pop up. Which, by the way, why is Job helping Dreyfus get out of the deal that Job made him sign in the first place?
That's a good point!
Yeah, that's the only that I didn't really think too hard about until just now. It's like, wait, why would he help him? Unless...
I think there's a lot more to the stone than...
Yeah.
Because that makes sense. You're right. Why would a demon help? That's weird.
Yeah, now I got myself... Now I'm puzzled. Maybe Job gets something from the stone. Like... Oh yeah, I'm gonna help you get these pieces. You make your stupid little wish, and then I'm gonna do whatever I want with it.
Or he planned to let him get all the pieces, and then he was gonna step in and take it.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, because it seems like Dreyfus is the one tracking it down, and Job is just the footman going to get the pieces.
Yeah. Maybe just was using him because now he's gone.
Hmm.
But is he gone?
Is he gone? Yeah, no, because Ansel did to Job was like push him down, and then there was just like a ring of fire. He seemed to still be like intact as far as body parts and limbs. He just got all messed up in the face.
Yeah, so we're not 100% sure whether he's dead or not.
Yeah, probably
Not to
not.
mention, if a demon dies, is he really dead?
That's true.
We
That's
don't
true.
understand that.
Maybe he just went back to hell.
Yeah.
And if he did go back to hell, is he gonna come back with just like a posse? Just a bunch of demons that we're all gonna roll up to Sleepy Hollow.
Or the devil gets mad because he failed, and then the devil comes out. So
Yeah.
I think it's a little early to be pulling that big of a gun out
I think
the
so.
door, but yeah, that's
Mm-hmm.
the demon's one thing. Pulling out the devil, or like you said, the angels, the blip of an angel.
Those are the big guns.
Yeah.
What I really liked seeing was all of that Greek fire. It's like, bro, where did you get all of that Greek fire from? Because that was a lot of it.
That's a good question. That was like where, like I didn't realize what it was at 1st, and he was like, what is this whole like van he has of this like blue stuff? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was.
I forgot who mentioned it. Oh, I think it was Crane. Because we've seen Greek fire. See, now I get all the shows mixed up when they use common like ancient lore and shit.
Oh, yeah.
So have we seen Greek fire before in the show?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It was the season we like to forget last season.
Yeah.
I can't. What was? I don't remember the use. Oh, it was they had the army. Was it last season? I think it was last season. I don't know. It was that army like zombies.
Yes.
They call them.
Were they the colonial zombies?
Yeah, the colonial zombies. So they used the Greek fire on them.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I remember. Okay. So yeah, it was nice to see Greek fire again, and you know, I have to give a shout out to that slow mo Diana trying to going to catch it.
Oh,
when he throws it up in the air, it's like slow mo.
Oh, and that whole like Ichabod throwing the dagger, and that was pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because that would have been really bad if, freaking Greek firebomb went off in that room.
Yeah.
Not good.
But it wouldn't have set off everything else. I don't know how he would have set off the rest of them. Yeah,
did he have a detonator? I don't know. That seemed like the kind of melodramatic villain thing. Like, look at this dynamite I've set up on the train tracks.
It's true, because we got nothing. They were like roped together and everything. Like there was like this big thing, but then we like got nothing out of it. It was like, okay.
Yeah. the real threat was the tiny one.
Yeah. The one that was just gonna burn in this room forever.
Yeah.
This like metal like super like sealed like bunker, which just can accomplish nothing because it would just burn in the room.
Mm-hmm. My thoughts are all like mixed up today. I like that Alex and Jenny were like dual hacking. They're like, let's divide and conquer, and they do.
Yeah.
And they had access to part of the system, which I'm thinking, because she said something about it being like the drive system being like crazy, like they couldn't hack into it fully anyway, which makes me think that maybe there is some magic in his code, which would be super interesting.
That would be different.
Yeah, like a merger of science and magic, which is always very disastrous, but awesome. So that'd be interesting.
That'd be very different to see like more if that's. Definitely different to see.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be some super DDoS.
Some what?
Super DDoSing. I don't know what made me think of that. That was dumb.
I feel like I'm missing. Oh, Molly. That's what I'm missing.
Yes.
As Brian says in chat, Crane would be amazing as a soccer coach.
That was a good scene.
Him giving those children that speech was hilarious. Because
and the kids were all like, not even faced.
Yeah, no, not even. They just go right into asking crazy questions. But like they did.
Shows you how today is. The goal, they kick the head around. That's cool.
Well, they have to take the eyes out of the sockets first.
Desensitized. We are desensitized.
Oh, of course. They did the classic like shot of Crane like out of context, and he's giving this whole speech. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be good. Well, what is he giving this speech to? And that is just tiny children. It's like, oh, good.
It's a good way to start the episode.
Oh yeah. I love it when they do that. It's always so funny. Sorry, I was trying to read something.
Yeah.
But yeah, Diana finally tells Molly she's a witness. She sits down and explains everything to her. I think having a near-death experience helped with that one. If I die, tell Molly not to keep that haircut. She'll end up with a tramp stamp. Like, really? Diana, is that really the thing to think about right now?
It's that mother. They have a really good like mother-daughter like relationship. It's like the whole episode, like the other episode where she's telling her not to eat pizza and not watch TV until she does her homework. And the moment she hangs up, she's eat pizza and watching television.
Yeah,
she knew it was. I mean, it's that same concept.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I like the way she explains the witness. She doesn't bring up magic and demons and stuff. She just sort of says they've been chosen for a special job. And sort of lays
and she's
it out.
like, Molly's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sounds cool. Well, she just goes with it.
Oh, yeah. I think that part speaks to her character and part speaks to that. I think she already knew on some level.
I think so, too.
Because of the spirit she inherited.
It seems like she was already drawing pictures and all this other stuff, so, and she took, obviously she said she wasn't talking for a little while, so she was taking that time to process what was going on, but now it's all starting to, like, come into, oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
She's super smart. You can already tell that she's super smart. So it's just all coming together.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited to see more of Molly. And Diana brought up something that I think we were talking about. Dom brought up too. She's like, how is my, 10-year-old daughter going to fight literal demons? It's like, she's not. That's not the part of the job she's going to do. She's going to do the intellectual part of the job. And honestly, I think she might be attuned to magic. I think she might do some magic. That'd be fun.
That'd be cool. Have some, like, witchiness going on.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm very interested.
Definitely. I definitely don't think she's going to be out in the field like Abby. It's going to be different.
Yeah, no, I
we got no mention of Abby this whole episode.
There we go. Not a one.
Not a one. Dom wasn't here for it.
It's okay. I'm sure he'll mention it when he comes back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you got anything else for this episode?
No. It was pretty, it was pretty much, it had the, it felt like the episode was pretty straightforward.
Yeah. And honestly, I did like the stuff from Dreyfus. As much as I didn't believe a lot of what, what's his name said, Ansel said.
Yeah.
It was sure different. You escaped all by yourself. Yeah, sure you learned all by yourself about these symbols. Sure. Whatever you say.
Somehow you just got out of help.
Yeah. No big deal.
Didn't have any help.
Yeah, no big deal. So next episode is called Homecoming. The team goes back to where it all began. When the team realizes the talisman which Dreyfus seeks might be hidden in the most obvious of places, they race against the clock to find it before evil forces are aligned. Then, with heightened emotions and bittersweet memories, Jenny and Crane revisit important parts of their past as they return to Sleepy Hollow.
Crap.
Yep. No Abby mention is gonna be short-lived since we're going back to where Abby died, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we will also get some flashbacks with Benjamin Banneker, which I'm excited. I really liked the ones we got a couple episodes ago. Yeah.
Nope.
So,
I was looking at the other guest cast.
oh yeah, I think it's just... Oh, Job. Benjamin Banneker. Yeah, I think those are the only guests. Alright, so where can the people find you, Kim?
On the Twitter at HUFFITYPUFF.
Awesome. You can find me at Cliomoto on Twitter, Twitch, and Pinterest, and you can find all of us at ASOTV Podcast on Facebook, Twitter, Gmail, Google+, and right here on YouTube. Follow us for some more podcasts from some of your favorite TV shows, video games, and movies. Until next time. Bye, guys.
Bye.
MySpace.
Who uses my... Really?